Arms and the Man, a three-act play by George Bernard Shaw, is a comedic yet thought-provoking satire on romanticized notions of war, heroism, and love. Set during the 1885 Serbo-Bulgarian War, the play critiques idealized perspectives on warfare and romantic relationships through its witty dialogue and engaging characters. Act 1. The play opens in the bedroom of Raina Petkov, the daughter of a wealthy Bulgarian family, on a night in November 1885. She is engaged to Major Sergei Serenov, a dashing cavalry officer who has just led a heroic charge against the Serbian army. As Raina dreams of her fiancé's bravery, her mother, Catherine Petkov, enters to inform her that the Bulgarian army has defeated the Serbians. Raina expresses her admiration for Sergius, believing him to be the epitome of a noble and fearless soldier. However, Raina's idealized world is soon disrupted when a weary and frightened soldier, Captain Blunchley, a Swiss mercenary fighting for the Serbians, climbs into her room to escape capture. Unlike the gallant image of soldiers she envisions, Blunchley is pragmatic and exhausted, carrying chocolates instead of ammunition. He openly admits his fear of battle and criticizes the foolishness of cavalry charges, particularly the one led by Sergius. Initially appalled by his cynicism, Raina is gradually intrigued by his honesty and humanity. Instead of turning him in, she and her mother decide to hide him, giving him refuge for the night. Act 2. The second act takes place in the garden of the Petkov household a few days after the war has ended. Major Petkov, Raina's father, and Sergius return home from the battlefield. While the family is proud of their victory, Sergius feels disillusioned, realizing that war is not as glorious as he once thought. Though celebrated as a hero, he recognizes that his charge succeeded more by chance than by skill. Sergius also finds himself dissatisfied with his engagement to Raina. While they both maintain an appearance of romantic devotion, their love is built on exaggerated ideals rather than genuine affection. This is further complicated when Sergius flirts with Luca, a bold and ambitious servant in the household. Luca, who resents the class distinctions that confine her, taunts Sergius about his hypocrisy and dares him to admit his attraction to her. Meanwhile, Captain Blunchley arrives at the Petkov home to return the borrowed coat that Raina and Catherine had used to help him escape. His unexpected presence threatens to expose Raina's secret act of compassion. Although she tries to maintain her facade of superiority, Blunchley's sharp wit and realistic view of life challenge her illusions. In an effort to avoid detection, Catherine attempts to retrieve the coat discreetly, but her efforts lead to humorous misunderstandings. Act 3. The third act unfolds in the library of the Petkov home, where tensions and truths emerge. As the characters interact, their facades begin to crumble, revealing their genuine selves beneath their pretensions. Sergius confronts Luca about their flirtation, and she boldly claims that he will eventually marry her despite their class differences. Her confidence unsettles him as he realizes that his attraction to her is far more real than his idealized love for Raina. Meanwhile, Raina continues to uphold her image of nobility, but Blunchley sees through her pretensions. He playfully challenges her, and she gradually lets her guard down, revealing a more authentic and spirited side of herself. As the farcical events reach their climax, Major Petkov inadvertently exposes the truth about Blunchley's presence in the house, leading to a series of comical revelations. Ultimately, the tangled relationships resolve unconventionally. Raina, who initially idolized Sergius, recognizes that her love for him is based on illusion rather than reality. Instead, she finds herself drawn to Blunchley, who, despite his unromantic pragmatism, offers honesty, intelligence, and stability. Sergius accepts his disillusionment and decides to follow his feelings for Luca, who refuses to settle for a lesser station in life. The play concludes with a reversal of expectations. Blunchley, who seemed the least heroic at first, emerges as the most competent and deserving suitor for Raina. His unexpected wealth and status further cement the union, humorously subverting class and romantic ideals. Commentary. George Bernard Shaw's Arms and the Man cleverly dismantles romanticized notions of war and love. Through its sharp wit and engaging characters, the play highlights the contrast between illusion and reality. Raina and Sergius begin as idealistic figures, but their encounters with Blunchley and Luca force them to confront their true desires and discard their pretensions. Shaw satirizes the glorification of war, illustrating how bravery is often a product of circumstance rather than inherent virtue. Likewise, he critiques the rigid structures of class and marriage, suggesting that genuine connection and honesty are more valuable than outward appearances. Ultimately, the play's humor and irony underscore a timeless message. True heroism and love stem from authenticity, not grandiose illusions. Arms and the Man remains a relevant and insightful commentary on human nature, challenging audiences to question the ideals they hold dear.